Here's the curtain for the 25,000 gallons. It's 20 mil PVC clear liner from marinevinylfabric.com. 4.5 foot width and 85, I think I ordered 85 or 90 feet long. It needs to be unrolled so that it shrinks a little bit, because the machine ties it up so tightly that when you unroll it, it shrinks by about 1% or 2%. So I need to unroll it and let it relax, and then start hanging it. Alright, here it is. I thought it was going to be thicker, but maybe it's 20 mil. I forget how many millimeters it is. I have to look it up, or you can look it up. It's 20 gauge or 20 mil. In this case it's the same, even though they're slightly different, but this company makes them the same. The reason I chose clear is because I want to try and see, maybe it will maintain some transparency. I don't want fish to be hiding behind it, between the curtain and the wall. So that's why I chose the PVC clear. Alright? But it could be moot if it all gets covered in algae or gets dirty, and I cannot see anything anyway. So also the density is pretty good of it, like 1.5, 1.4, 1.5. So it will sink, you know, and hang nicely. You don't want your curtain to be flopping in the current, or be too buoyant to be hanging down, and functioning as you want it to. And also I forgot to mention that this would make a nice liner for a pond if you want to see through it. You know how they started making liner ponds with one wall of it being a transparent PVC and the rest of them would be opaque? But you can make it all transparent, and instead of buying that commercial pond, you can buy this this liner yourself and make whatever you want. But the only complication for now, or rather limitation, is that they only make them up to 9 feet wide. So it can be indefinitely long. I mean, you can make a river out of it, but you can only make it, you know, if the walls of your pond were 2 feet each, it'd be 2, 5, 2. Okay, so you can only make it 5 foot wide at 2 foot depth. If it's 3 foot depth, then you're going to have only 3 feet wide, which is still not bad at all. I mean, that's, maybe you need a thicker gauge or not, I don't know, but this is again 20 gauge, and it's not exuberantly expensive. I forgot how much I paid for it. I need to look it up. Here it is unrolled. Looks about right. 30 yards or 90 feet. We'll let it shrink a little bit. I don't know how much it will shrink under the sun. It's on the black asphalt. It's probably 150 or more Fahrenheit. But I have nowhere else to spread it out, and it smells a little bit, so I need to get all the volatiles out of it so they don't have a chance of spoiling the fish water. And we'll go on with hanging it. In case it's not clear, it's a paper laid under it. That's why it looks white. Here's the result. The curtain is hung for now, some places temporarily with spring clamps, but I'm gonna change it all once it settles down and stops shrinking. I'm gonna change it to screws. Took me about 7 hours yesterday to hang it. It wasn't so easy in some spots, especially where the strong flow is, because it blows the curtain around. So I had to reinforce it with, I mean, not reinforce it, but weigh it down with some rocks here and there. Because this is where 35,000 gallons an hour or more, almost 40,000 gallons an hour. 7 pumps are returning the water from the filter. So far I like the way it's hanging. While I was inside hanging it, the sturgeon are as the least smart, the most primitive. We're trying to entangle in some of the loose film. So it caused me some concern and headache, but overnight it was okay. No accidents after everything was said and done. I still have about, I don't know, 10 feet left here. I haven't cut it yet. So I'm just storing it this roll at the end. The drain is there. I cut a hole in it. You can see it from here. Cut a hole in the curtain so that it drains well. My concern is, of course, if the fish move the curtain, it can get stuck because there is a strong suction. That's where it overflows into this turf quarantine tank, or whatever you want to call it. So there is some strong suction there. 10,000 gallons an hour a day pass through it on the way out. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to think of something. Maybe I need to weigh it down too with rocks below it there, so that it doesn't. It's not so. It'd be not so easy for the fish to move the curtain and have the curtain block the drain. I'm talking about this little 2-inch drain. All right, so this is the way it looks right now. Of course, it's new and clean and everything. We'll see how it goes with time. Things building up on it. Everybody was pretty dismayed at what I was doing yesterday for so long, harassing everybody, walking around. Even Mr. Wells changed his location, and Wabibu, the Indian shovelnose, has been tolerating it. At least he's not driving him out of here. But now he's sitting here. He's sitting here since yesterday night. His favorite spot being right there under the rocks, of course, under the waterfall, of course, where the rocks are now. Well, right now there's only Mr. Wells, 2 beluga sturgeon, 2 arapaima, and the Indian shovelnose are in here. I think we're ready to put in the jumbos here now and see how it goes. Oh, I'm sorry, and 2 Walago. Walago lyrii micropogon. So we're ready to start putting others in here. It's pretty exciting and also unsettling. I'm a little nervous, but since I decided to do it, I'll try it. I'll decided to try it, we'll try it. As I said, the fear is that the big guys will puncture the big cats and can puncture the liner. That's why I hung the curtain, to reduce the risk of punching the walls, but I could not protect the bottom, or where the bottom meets the walls. So that's what it's gonna be. Okay.